Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Kickoff, 16 yards.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move.
There we go. Back man. Wrap.
4 down.
They'll run now with Ware. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Man left. 3 down.
There we go.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Take Carradine in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
There we go. Back man.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He's got it. This is Ware. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Tight end right.
Go. Lady.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Set! 3-19! They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Watch twist. Twist. Set!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Frank Clark able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. Complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Julio Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They run it here. Where? And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Corey Legion busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Here we go. Back man. 120.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's got room past the 20. Julio Jones all alone. 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones, 92 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Chris Long in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We got him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here.
I got you.
And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there for New England. 51 yards on the ground. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go. Forky, 82, Forky.
They run again with Ware. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. On the ground, this is Ware. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Let's go. 3-9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
That's where you belong.
Now let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Left.
Set.
Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Roger.
Set. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Now let's go.
On On third down, Devontae Freeman. Oh, he shifts past him, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Bunch. Gotta get the point. Get on the point right
Now
here.
let's go. 319.
I got
319. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards there on the pickup, and the Buccaneers are going to have a first down.
Watch tight end.
All right, here we go.
3 down.
They'll drop to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Patriots are down 20-plus points. I mean, we've actually heard that before, haven't we? I don't want to take them for granted they can come back every time, but you just can't count them out, can you?
No, but, boy, they have looked just not Patriot-like in this game. If they're going to have lightning strike twice, they need to pick it up quickly. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen. James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
On the run, it's Ware. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, They're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So 4th down, John Fox will turn it over to his field goal unit. And Lutz puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah. That one definitely hugged the left upright, but he got it to go.
Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now he's forced out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
Gets past one man. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That good for 19 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Chris Long in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
4 down, 4 down. Alert.
Wentz to throw on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
New England on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
4 down, 4 down.
Here we go. 120.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters. Meaning, after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Hey, we got right. We got right. Let's go.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Step it up.
Blue 90.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an
No. Check, Patriot.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down again. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go. Blue 90.
Mike 5-4.
Blue 90.
Mike 5-4. Watch the curl.
Over.
Hey, alert 3.
Back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Oh, and now some space to operate. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Wentz going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Call it a loss of 14 on the play, and it'll be a second and long.
Tight end left. Hey. We got 3.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Completes it to Lee. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Ringo.
Go! All right, now, look at 56. Watch you now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley, he's got our EA Sports halftime report. Tyreek Hill on the return. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
All right, here we go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Strong right, strong right.
All right, here we go. Green.
Back to throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Julio Jones with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He's got it. This is Ware. Fighting through it. He's got space. Give him 30 yards there.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tank Carradine in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Take Carradine in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now a handoff looking right. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Let's get it.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Double tight. Double tight.
Here we go now. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Watch.
No. Check. Patriot.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
I got 8.
Set. Blue. Gun.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Big hold to the 30. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Well, something got lost in translation in this game. He's run the ball really well, done all the things that you want in a game plan, but unable to convert it into points, unable to ring the bell consistently enough to make it a winning effort.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. It should be noted, the biggest comeback in Patriot history, you guessed it. They were down 25 to the Falcons in Super Bowl 51. They'll need to do even better this go-around. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Strong right.
Here we go.
Play action. Now Wentz. Dancing to his left. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
There we go.
Three down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it third down.
Yeah, baby.
Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
Four down.
Now Wentz. Flushed out right. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll set them back 5. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Going deep here for Stills. And it's knocked away and incomplete. John Fox displeased at how that turned out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Field's right.
All right, here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. Probably should have had that one, but with the game he's having tonight, maybe they'll let it go. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in
All
jeopardy.
right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
All day. I'm coming after you.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Bucks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Julio Jones, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Ware gets hit, and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Watch 16. Watch 16.
Lady!
Bunch formation. Bunch formation. Come on, boys. Come on.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing is Wentz. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up fourth. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar?
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They're going to look to throw, and this will be incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Here we go now. Boom!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
He's to the 10, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Julio Jones, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. And he knocks it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Single. I got a single on the slot.
120.
Watch 85. Ball's going 85.
Wentz now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Ware breaking the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Shotgun now for Wentz.
Four down. Check. Four down.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Here we go.
Hey, four down.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Take Carradine in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Corey Legion, he's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down.
Woo! Get him, boys. Yeah. That's how we do, D.
Time for a break. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for New England. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded at the 27. Pushing his way inside the 40. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. So they complete the pass, and they face a second down.
Watch 8-9, he's yours.
Now let's go. Green, 35.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up, and don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for New England, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Jaguars going up against the Raiders.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Oakland Raiders. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Kickoff return 26 yards. Number 87, ball on return.
Double tight, double tight.
All right, here we go.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Alert 16, alert 16.
Set, back in.
Single.
Detroit, Detroit.
Kill.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 34 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Leonard Fournette. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall.
Double tight.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Ed Dixon, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Kickoff return 5 yards. Number 6 on return.
Hey, watch number 5, number 5.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Check 44.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Tight right.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw.
Check.
Now he's flushed out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Tight to the right, boy. Tight to the right. Move.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Even. 4
Blue
down.
90. Leopard.
Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
4 down.
319.
The slot man in motion right.
Number 5. Watch number 5.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Jags are going to have a 1st down.
2 tights.
Hurry up, here we go.
4 down.
Green 39. Green.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
I'm on.
Set. Right there. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up?
right, here we go.
What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, Detroit.
Hey. 4 down.
Halfback sent in motion. They'll set up to throw.
Check. Motion to the backfield.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Hey, we got tight left.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
Set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 8 yards there and a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch tight, tight end's right.
Set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through him. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They'll look to throw. It's caught right side, Dixon. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss.
I'm coming, baby.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Let's get it.
Leopard, set.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a fourth down.
They're going to try and throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Watch tight end.
Here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Double tight. Double tight.
Black 99 Philly. Here we go now. Blue landing.
4 down.
Gone.
They'll look to throw here. Completes it to Dixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Tight right.
All right, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
13, fellas, 13. Watch 13.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And Bryant's kick is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Shifts by him. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Knocks him over. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line is going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
I've got zero rooting interest in this game, but this is a lot of fun to watch. When you watch a guy get with his offensive line and have that great relationship, and I think it has to have been built during the week, during training camp, throughout the season, sitting and watching tape together, finding where their creases are, the gaps, knowing how guys are going to block, and right now, he's almost unstoppable.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
No, check, Patriot.
Double tight, double tight.
They come out here in the eye. Second and goal to go now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third and goal.
He wasn't ready. Double tight, double tight.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
We got double tight, double tight.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
No, check, Patriot.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
Switch.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Over.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10.
Watch left. Stop right there.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
Switch.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes...
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They go play action here on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Double tight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 50 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. He'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Tight end right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by George Iloka.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
Man left, man left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he is knocked down from the side at the 23. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15.